आज के इस वीडियो सेशन में हम बात कर रहे हैं बिग ओमेगा नोटेशन की। तो चलिए इसे प्रैक्टिकली और थियोरेटिकली दोनों तरह से समझने की कोशिश करते हैं। हेलो एवरीबॉडी, दिस इज संजय एंड वेलकम टू माय चैनल टेक टिप नाउ। तो चलिए सीखते हैं और साथ ही साथ समझते भी हैं। अब हम बात कर रहे हैं बिग ओमेगा नोटेशन की। इसके प्रीवियस सेशन में हमने देखा था बिग ओ नोटेशन को, जहां पे हमने देखा था कि किस तरह से बिग ओ नोटेशन को इस्तेमाल करके हम वर्स्ट केस टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी किसी भी एल्गोरिदम की कैसे मेजर करते हैं और एक स्पेसिफिक अपर बाउंड हमने फाइंड किया था। उसी तरह से जब हम बिग ओमेगा नोटेशन की बात करते हैं तो ऑब्वियसली ये भी एक एसिम्प्टोटिक नोटेशन होता है, जो कि कहीं ना कहीं मैथमेटिकल एल्जेब्रिक फंडामेंटल्स को यूज करते हुए किसी भी एल्गोरिदम की टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी को मेजर करता है। और ये जो टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी की मेजरमेंट होती है ये बेसिकली बेस्ट केस एनालिसिस होती है। सो इफ आई वांट टू डिफाइन इट, सो आई कैन सिंपली से दैट now you can see asymptotic notation which basically measure best case time complexity of an algorithm. Now here one more important thing I want to include with this definition is that कि जब भी हम बेस्ट केस की बात करते हैं इसका मतलब हमेशा हम लोअर बाउंड ऑफ टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी को फाइंड आउट करने की कोशिश करते हैं। सो वी कैन ऑल्सो राइट दैट इट एक्चुअली गिव्स अस लोअर बाउंड ऑफ द टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी। Here one more important point I want to include is that we are actually saying that the most lower bound, or you can say the max lower bound we are actually talking. Say for example this is my n and अगर मुझे ये बोलना है कि it should be say for example less than greater than or equal to lower bound. So if I am saying that 3 is my lower bound, इसका मतलब ये 3 मेरा max lower bound है। अगर मैं इसकी जगह 2 भी लिखूंगा that will also be true. If I write 1 that will also be 2, but यहाँ पे जो most lower bound है that will be my 3। और अगर मैं 3 के बाद अगर इसे 4 करता हूँ that means मेरी ये कंडीशन false हो जाएगी। तो this is how we can understand what this most lower bound is actually about. So now I guess कि बिग ओमेगा नोटेशन की एक पिक्चर आपको मिल रही होगी कि टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी मेजर करना है, बेस्ट केस टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी जब भी मेजर करना है we use big omega notation and it always gives us lower bound of the time complexity. Now the question is, ये तो theoretically मैंने आपसे बात की, अगर हमें इसे formally define करना है, as I said we are using mathematical fundamentals, so if we want to define it formally और या formal definition की अगर हम बात करें इसकी, so then we can say that if this is my your time complexity is you can say big omega of GON. Now here this can be our lower bound. Now this will be true if and if. So I am writing if and if there is positive constant and you can give it to any name. So I am taking this C and also break even point that we mostly consider as N0. It is actually called the break even point such that f of n should always be greater than or equal to this constant multiplied by this gn. So this is what the basically big omega notations expression, and here this can be only true when your n is always greater than or equal to your break point, and this break point or n0 should always be greater than 0. So this is our, you can say, formal definition of big omega notation. Now let's try to understand this mathematically with the help of an algorithm. लेट सपोज मैं यहाँ पे एक एल्गोरिदम लिखता हूँ और उस एल्गोरिदम का हम रनिंग टाइम कैलकुलेट करके फिर उसकी बेसिस पे लोअर बाउंड फाइंड आउट करके बिग ओमेगा नोटेशन के टर्म्स में अपनी टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी को मेजर करने की कोशिश करते हैं। सो हियर इट इज माय एल्गोरिदम। Now you can see this is a simple algorithm example. Now if I calculate its running time, so this is 0, this is 1, this is always n plus 1, or we can simply write n also, but I'm just taking it more in elaborated way, and then this should be n into 1 and then this is 0 and this is 1. So the total count will be 2n plus 3. So I can say the running time is in order of, you can say, 2n plus 3. Now running time, that means we are talking about this fn. So I can simply say that this fn equal to 2n plus 3. Now this is a polynomial and I want to find its highest degree of term. So this is always 2n, so the highest degree is n to the power 1. So I can say the highest degree of this polynomial is n. So it means that I can say that the highest degree means gn can be said our n. Now because we talk about the lower bound in case of big omega notation, so now the question is that how can we find lower bound for this particular expression. So let's take this here and now consider this 2n. So what can be the lower bound? So if we say upper bound, so that means 2n plus 1 means that can have two things, lower bound and upper bound. So upper bound is always if you add one more n, so it will be 3n. And as far as lower bound is concerned, obviously the term itself, so I can simply say that 2n itself will be the lower bound. So that means lower bound can be said is our 2n. So it means now consider this expression here, the big omega expression. Let's talk about it. Now we have found this lower bound, we have also got this gn and we have this fn. So let's try to put all these things together. So I just take this fn and then this expression, and here this is my c into gn. Now we know that 2n plus 3 is greater, because now fn is 2n plus 3 and here it is cn, but it should be greater than or equal to our 2n, right? So now we know that gn is n. So now because we are saying that this is our lower bound and हमारा जो running time है या time complexity जो हम measure करेंगे, it should always be greater than equal to the lower bound. So it means that now this is our fn and this is our c into gn. So because this gn equal to n, so we can simply say that ki here this 2 will be our constant time. So now we have got c as 2. But one more important point is there, that we know this particular expression is only true when this n is greater than equal to n0. So now n0 that means break even point. So अब हम इस expression को true कब करें? तो let's talk about different values of n. Let's take one by one them and try to find out the values like 2n plus 3 and this 2n. So when you put this n equal to 1, this n equal to 1, so it will be 1 into 2 plus 3 equal to 5, and here it will be 2. So in the very initial value of this n, this particular expression will be true. So it means that कि यहाँ पर मेरा चूंकि ये कंडीशन फर्स्ट में ही n की वैल्यू 1 में ही ट्रू हो गया, so this can be my n0. So it means that here we can say after finding this constant, it will be true only when the n0 will be 1. So now finally we can justify this expression for this particular algorithm. Here we have written this algorithm. इस एल्गोरिदम के बारे में अगर इसे हमको कहना हो तो वी कैन से दैट दिस FON इज बिग ओमेगा ऑफ G of n only when your constant is 2 and the break even point is 1. So this is how we can get the answer. So finally we have got the big omega notation for our algorithm. And one more thing I missed actually, that we have said break even point is 1, but it should be written like for all n should always be greater than or equal to n0, that means greater than 0 1. So this is how we can get the big omega notation for this particular algorithm. Now let's talk about its chart or graphical representation. So it is not a big deal. You can just say, for example, this is n and this is your time, and let's suppose this is my running time, and if there is gn, so it should also be like this. So breakpoint can be said, although in this particular situation already lower than this fn, but sometimes, say for example, if this is my gn and say for example your fn is like this, so there also the value of this breakpoint will always be 1, that is our 0. So this is how we can plot this. It depends upon the type of algorithm, so that is not a big issue. So now I hope that how can we use or measure time complexity using big omega notation, that is always for the best case. However, most of the time हम best case को neglect करते हैं या consider नहीं करते हैं, but because it is there we should know how to use it. So that's it guys, मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट सेशन में नए कॉन्सेप्ट के साथ में. तब तक के लिए बाय बाय, टेक केयर of yourself and your family. Thank you.